Hi, this is Christina Ward, and this is your local Idaho market update. Thank you for joining me. I do this every single month, and I also go live on Mondays at 9:30 a.m. to report the weekly numbers. This is a report of the monthly numbers. So we're going to go over October 2021. Share my screen. So I don't know if you saw the article. There was a very interesting article that came out where Boise was determined to be the most unaffordable city in the country based on median income, median household income, and median sales price. We're also the second most unaffordable city in the country, in the continent, after Vancouver, Canada. So there's that. You know, there's quite a few retirees. I've heard another economist say that we have one of the highest populated retiree community in Boise, Idaho. It's become quite the spot for everyone's mom and dad to move here when they've got grandbabies. My parents did the same thing. And that's going to affect our median income a little bit. But also like this economist that was talking about the retirees, he said those guys are going to get older and go to assisted living and die, and that's going to create more inventory in our area because we have more retirees. So watch out for, he was saying, watch out for cities that have a higher population of folks not working. So this is what's happening in Ada County. Right now there's 500, the average price in Ada County resale, not new construction, is $557,000. We have 739 houses for sale, 771 buyers under contract, which is still a very strong seller's market. If you look at this time last year though, 172 houses for sale, 739 is going to feel softer. People are saying, is our market flattening? Is our market shifting downward? We haven't seen that yet, but this is definitely a big difference in inventory. So our buyers are able to make offers sometimes and not compete, maybe even get an inspection contingency and a couple of favorable terms on the buyer side. So that's been really fun for us. Our sellers, because prices haven't gone down yet, are still maximizing on that top dollar. They're just not getting the bidding war or the really sweet, like I was able to negotiate some terms last year that were unbelievable for the seller. That's kind of out, okay? So it's getting into more of a normal market, but it's still a seller's market. This market has appreciated 30.5% year to date, okay? Like look at last year, 17.9%. That's not, neither of those years are normal, right? Usually appreciation is between 2 and 5%. Our inventory is 1.1 months. That means if no new homes came in the market today, there's no houses for sale in 1.1 months. To give you perspective, last year this time, there was about 6 days of inventory. And then we got to December, there was 3 days of inventory. So that is our market, our inventory is increasing right now. Canyon County, next town over, a little bit more affordable than Ada County. Next towns over. So Ada is Boise, Meridian, Eagle, Kuna, Star, and then Canyon is Nampa, Caldwell, and more the small, more rural farm communities. The average price is $388, appreciated also 30%. We have 367 houses for sale, 371 buyers under contract, strong seller's market. This time last year, 95 houses for sale. So there's more inventory, 1.2 months inventory. And if you notice, there's a threshold of luxury listings that have a higher inventory. In Canyon County, it's over 1 million, goes into a buyer's market. In Ada County, it's over 2 million, goes into a buyer's market. Otherwise, we're in a seller's market, under 1 million in Canyon, under 2 million in Ada. And then also just like this fun graph, I show this once in a while, and it's really interesting. It's the history of real estate here in Ada County. So it goes from, you know, the listings, the red is listing count, goes from 2008 to December 2020, and shows our decrease in inventory. There's a few reasons why we have a decrease in inventory. We have more buyers, right? So you can see the gray is pendings and the black is under contract. So buyers have increased, transactions have increased the last few years. But also what happened here is builders and contractors lost everything, a lot of bankruptcies and a lot of businesses closing down. So we lost, the entire country lost building. For many, many years, we're still recovering in that inventory loss from builders not building like they were. They're not building because there's not as enough builders or people in construction, but they're also not just building a whole bunch of spec homes and a whole bunch of available properties. They're, selling them before they build them now because of the demand of the buyers, but also because that's a little bit more safe for the builder after they built, imagine building an entire subdivision and then the market crashing, the worst it's ever crashed since World War II. Like that's why they lost everything, because that was not good. So our inventory has been low for many, many different factors for many, many years. And it's not, when you go back to this graph, if we had 2011 right here, that was our bottom. 2010 was the national bottom. We've been appreciating for a full 10 years. Usually what happens with markets is they appreciate from peak to peak 10 years. So that would have been 2006 was our peak. Over here was our value average price peak. Going down, it should have corrected in 2016 based on history. So here we are still appreciating from 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 with these massive appreciations. Even in 2018, we appreciated almost 17%, which is not normal. And what comes up must come down. I don't know when. We got a long way to go to get out of this inventory low, but all I know is it's a really good time to sell right now because prices are still high, and it's a little bit better for you as a buyer because there's a little bit more for sale. So you have a little bit more wiggle room and more choices, and interest rates are still low. What we know is markets shift up and down, and the two factors are inventory and interest rates. Inventory is rising, interest rates have risen a little bit. So we know based on history that will affect our market eventually. If you have questions about this, or you just want like a market analysis on your house, or you just like to geek out in these graphs, you want to see these graphs in your neighborhood, I have them for every single area of town. Like if you live in the North End, or you live in Northeast Meridian, or you live in Eagle, I have your charts and graphs for your neighborhood. So just reach out to me and ask for it. And also happy to do a Zoom call with a market analysis or meet you at your house with a market report. Thank you so much. My number is 208-869-2444. I hope you guys have a great day.